Okay, this is the second attempt at this video. I just want to say as well, if I suddenly stop talking, it's because somebody's coming near to me and I still feel self-conscious about making these videos in the street. That's why I started doing them on my way home from work, but I don't know, I feel weird about it, so I'll just stop talking anyway. You know, nothing's going to happen, but you know, I don't know. Well, I say nothing's going to happen. You never know nowadays, do you? There's a lot of weirdos around. Anyway, whatever. So, this video is about my step-granddad. And I will start by saying, I always say, I've never seen the ghost of anybody that I've known. And that's why I don't believe that ghosts are people. Well, I'm not convinced that ghosts are people because things can, you know, spiritual things can look like whatever they want to look like. But that being said, I'll tell you this story. Now my step-granddad died, I think, in 1997. He'd had, I can see a rat there. It's quite big too. Don't run in the road. I know you're a rat, but I don't want to see you get crushed. Nope, he's gone. He's gone hiding. Right, anyway, back to the video. He'd had liver failure, renal failure, I think they call it. And that happened in, I want to say 1989. Just as a little side thing, my grandma and granddad always said to me and my sister, we'll take you to America and we'll go to Disneyland, and the one in Florida, I think. I don't know, I can't remember, one of them anyway. And she told us that from when me and Vicky were like, I don't know how old we would have been. I think I would have been about 5, something like that, 6. She used to say it all the time. Well, next year we'll take you to Disneyland in America. Whichever one, I don't know if she said which one, but one of them. I am pretty sure it was one in Florida though. And then anyway, so that would have been in about 1984-ish, something like that. Every year it's next year we're going, next year we're going. And then all of a sudden, I think it was 1989, the beginning of it, after Christmas time, she started talking about going to Florida in front of me and my sister. So I, after like the 3rd or 4th time, said to her, "Oh, when are we going?" And she said, "What do you mean, when are we going? Me and your granddads are going. We're not taking you." So, you know, I don't know about anybody else, but to me that's out of order. Why keep promising for all them years and not understand then when like it brings some kind of resentment towards you? I mean, alright, fair enough. He was my step-granddad. He never said it. It was always my grandma who said it. Next year we'll take you to Disneyland in Florida or whatever. I don't know if she said in Florida, I can't remember. So anyway, they paid up the holiday, got everything ready, and they were going to go pretty soon. I don't remember how far off it was, but it wasn't that far off. And then they got renal failure and they couldn't go, and she lost a load of money. Now, maybe I shouldn't, I don't now, by the way, you know, I don't like, you know, take any pleasure in that now, but at the time I did, when I was a kid, and I was like 9 or 10 or whatever it was in 89. I think it was 10 in 89. I took pleasure in that, you know, right or wrong really, I suppose. I took pleasure in that because she'd promised us for years and years, and then when it came down to it, no, you're not going. And it's just not right. You shouldn't promise things to kids if you know you're not going to do it. And she used to do it all the time, but this is the worst one. Maybe I'll talk about some of them other times in another video, but I don't think so, because I don't really think anybody would be interested. I don't know if anybody will be interested in this. But anyway, this part of the video, I mean, Anyway, he got the renal failure, and then he suffered with it. I don't wish that on anybody, the way he suffered. First of all, he wasn't going to the toilet and he started blowing up. So he went to the doctors. This is in the town where they live. And the doctor said, well, give him water. Keep giving him water. And then he was blowing up ridiculously big and he couldn't go to the toilet. So eventually my mum went, she looked at him and she said, no, you need the doctor. So she rang up the doctors. She demanded that the doctor came out. Now, in this town where they lived, even now, well, I don't know about now, but before what happened, you could get the doctor to come out. So the woman came out and she didn't even look at him. She just said, she did look at him, but she walked in the door, he was sat in the chair, and she looked at him for a second and said, you've got renal failure. Your kidneys are packed up, or one of them's packed up, or whatever she said. And that's what had happened. So after that, he had to go and have dialysis, however many times a week. And just one second. Yeah, he had to go and have dialysis, and they made a real mess of him. The way that they put the rubber vein or whatever it is in his arm, and they could never find a vein, and he had to go 3 times a week. So then from whenever it was in '89, I don't remember what the month it was, but whenever it was, it would have been earlier on in the year, until he died in 1997. He had to go 3 times a week for dialysis. Now, he had been a drinker when he was younger, but we were told he got it because he'd been fishing and he got a chill on his kidney or kidneys. I don't know the exact ins and outs of it, but it was something like that, and that's what caused it. So anyway, he died in '97, and we thought, oh well, I didn't, but other members of my family thought, oh well, he was miserable, he made your grandma miserable, she'll be happy now. But she wasn't. She was as miserable as him. That's why they got on with each other. Well, they didn't get on, but that's why they lived together. Even the piss part's got a lid, hasn't it? But anyway, sorry, I had to get that one in. He died, and then I don't know, I can't remember how long after it was. A couple of years maybe. I think actually that was in '97, so I think it was something like 2000. I went and stayed there for a while, and I was sleeping in his room. But the first or second night, no, it was the first night I was there. I was just going to sleep, and I don't know, I started feeling like somebody was watching me. I had my eyes shut, and when I opened them, and this is weird, there was a green mist. Now, I'd seen him in his coffin when he died, with his eyes closed and everything. There was a green mist, and I could see his face, and he looked just like he looked in the coffin, with his eyes closed and his mouth closed and everything. It's like a death mask in this green weird mist. And then I closed my eyes, and when I opened again, it was gone. I didn't hear anything. It was like all the sound disappeared. So it was like all the sound disappeared in the room or outside as well. It was deathly silent, because I've been trying to go to sleep, and to be honest with you, I wasn't really very happy about sleeping in his bedroom, even though it'd been like 3 years or whatever. So yeah, then I saw it, and then it was gone. And then I told my grandma, and she said, oh yeah, he came and saw me last week and said I'm alright now. Or maybe not last week, but recently. But I still don't take that as proof that was his ghost. You could disagree with me if you want. That's what happened. He didn't tell me anything, so there was no message or anything. Don't you think if somebody's ghost appeared to you, they might have something to say to you other than just like hanging in the air for a few seconds? No, I think it was this demonic thing that's been following me all these years, pretending to be him. But like I said, you can disagree with me if you want. I'm a freedom of speech extremist. You can say whatever you want, but tell me in the comment section what you think about what I've just said. And so I'm out of breath. I've had a bit of a cold recently. Yeah, tell me what you think in the comment section, and if you want to have a conversation about it, then I'll definitely reply. But other than that, if you want to give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, then subscribe, you know, and you know, just basically tell me what you think. Should I make more videos along the lines of this if I can remember stuff? I mean, I think I've made most of them now, the supernatural stuff, but that doesn't mean I don't have other things to talk about. Like, I made one the other day which was about AI. Is AI the mask of the beast, I called it. It's called can't speak. I'll try again. It's called Is AI the Mask of the Beast? That's AI, artificial intelligence. If you want to have a look, it's either one video before this or this one or two, I'm not sure. But yeah, go and have a look if you want, and you can tell me what you think about that as well. But other than that, I'm going to go now because it's gone past the 10-minute mark, and I'm going into a shop whose name I'm not going to say because I don't advertise shops, because why should I? They're not paying me, and you know, I wouldn't want paying from these anyway because they're a rip-off. But anyway, I'm rambling now. Anyway, thanks for watching and bye for now.